Welcome to the FPL Fan Show. Danny Ings is now an Aston Villa player. Wow, can you believe it?
Where did that come from? Like, we have so many sources in the world now. How did Danny Ings just fly under the radar? Honestly, like, there's more news about my transfer to a local team than Ings. Honestly, I cannot believe this transfer. And we have the biggest Ings fanboy ever here. So I'm going to let him kick this off because he was on Ings when he was at Southampton, let alone Aston Villa. So this is your time to shine, mate. What are your thoughts?
Okay, so I was a really big fan of Danny Ings as an FPL asset this season, even when he was at Southampton. Now, people will be asking, is Danny Ings now an even better option at Aston Villa? I think he is. Danny Ings is a great option now he's at Aston Villa. He's a great option because, look, he's going to start. I think Ollie Watkins will play on the left. I think Leon Bailey, the new signing, will play on the right. I think got Buendia behind. So he's going to start. He's going to be on penalties. He's so clinical and they've got great fixtures. So you put all that together, that's what you want. And 8 million, I think, is a really reasonable price. I'd actually say he's slightly underpriced. You know, we've got to remember a year or two ago, he scored like 20 goals in a season. When he's fit, he scores. He scores every game. I think Danny Ings is a great pick. What do you think?
Well, you made a very good case. No, you have made a very good case. Look, there's no denying him going from Southampton to Aston Villa is making him a much better option. Now, I think there will be question marks because Watkins played every minute last season. There's no way Watkins is going to be second striker here. I think they're going to be, as you mentioned, adjusting the formation in some way because, again, zero chance Danny Ings leaves Southampton to go on the bench or get rotated game time. He's getting assured game time here. So at 8 million, in a team like Aston Villa with the creative players he has around it, I'm definitely on board 100%. But I want to see firstly how he does fit into this team. Now, losing such a big player in Jack Grealish, I feel like they're doing a great job spending the money, spreading it across the team. But I do think when you lose such an influential player, personally as an FPL manager, I want to see a bit of time with new players. And I think Ings is going to fall into that category. Now, we need to quickly touch on Watkins. Now, he was in so many drafts. Is he now not a consideration? Or is he, not effective? What are your thoughts? Because as you mentioned, he's playing off the left. I don't know whether that's going to make him as good or equally. What are your thoughts?
I think Ollie Watkins is not an option now.
Really? Okay.
I think,
off the radar.
Get him out of your FPL teams.
Yeah.
He's not an option because, look, Danny Ings is now going to be the focal point of that team. He's won the penalties. He's going to be on the one in the box who's scoring the goals. I think Watkins will play on the left or kind of drift outside. That's not what you want from an FPL asset. I think there's so many good cheap forwards that to have like a player like Watkins on the left who he's not the best finisher either.
Okay.
I think it's too risky. Ings is going to get all those chances now. So
Yeah.
Watkins for me isn't an option. Danny Ings definitely is.
Yeah.
Now the question I put to you is Danny Ings is 8 million. Do you think that's good value? I mean, you've got players like Calvert-Lewin who are 8 million. You've got Antonio a little bit less. What do you think about that?
Yeah, so again, I do think that Danny Ings is going to be excellent value throughout the season. Again, though, I would probably be more tempted by Calvert-Lewin, but one that's 0.5 cheaper is Antonio. I think that Antonio is a better option to start the season than Ings. I mean, we know that West Ham are like in a good place under Moyes, decent fixtures, and Antonio's underlying stats are ridiculous. Like I said, Danny Ings is going to be a hit at Aston Villa, there's no doubt about it. But I think for the opening start of the season, I want guaranteed game time. And I think Antonio's going to tick that box at 0.5 million less. I agree with Watkins. I think I'm out with him now, really. I think Antonio in 100% and Ings on the watch list for me, and he's going to be in your team. I can guarantee it.
I think so. But then I can't believe you think you're going to get a transfer to another little football team. Who's going to buy that, honestly?
Hot property. And we'll do an FPL Cup one day, and I'll show you off, okay?
Oh, we'll see about that.
Put you to shame.
But yeah, so on Danny Ings, in conclusion, so yes, you're right. I do think Villa, they are going to take time to settle. Grealish will be a massive miss. We think they've invested well, but we've seen this so many times with teams like Tottenham, Liverpool, even Everton fall into the same problem. So they might take a little bit of time, but this is Danny Ings. He's an experienced forward, Premier League experience, clinical finisher, on penalties, good fixtures, 8 million, good value. I think he's a pretty safe bet.
Are you going to tell the people that he's going to be in your team?
I think he'll be in my team. I think he'll be in my team. A bit like I think you'll be our presenter next week, but I'm not sure about that, so...
You don't owe me, mate. Come on.
No, okay. But yeah, guys, let us know what you think. Do you think Danny Ings is a better option now? Are you going to put him in your team? You know, what forward are you going to go for? Let us know what you think.
Yeah, no, we really appreciate you guys tuning in. And as always, we're trying to hit 4K before the start of the season. So be sure to hit that subscribe button, notification bell, because we've got plenty of videos coming out pre-season. And we can't wait to get going for this new season, can we? So thanks again, guys, for tuning in. And we'll see you next video. Cheers.